Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
M15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. So we finally got the long-awaited live-action trailer for Lion King, and it's good, but it's exactly like the original Lion King trailer.
Very, almost like frame for frame, almost.
It's the high-def 4K version because it's literally exactly the same.
And then also I thought it was kind of the only thing I did like was really cute was Simba. Simba looks.
Oh yeah, but he looks super realistic. Someone did I'll try to find the picture, but someone did like a more of a realistic cartoony look. So they had like the bigger eyes and stuff. But I guess they're going for a super hyper realistic looking version. So it's just a remake of the cartoon with the different voice cast for some of the characters. Then why even make it?
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. I mean, if you think about it, but here's the thing, though. We're even debating how much is this real and how much CGI.
I think it's all CGI.
Yeah, I mean, we had a debate about it earlier, me and Crimson on that.
I almost want to say it's literally probably 98, because again, like you said, there are probably characters that stand on rocks. There are going to be maybe
like a tree or something.
Maybe someone in a suit, maybe for the Rafiki scenes, because he picks up things.
I remember in a movie like 300... the actors are real, and maybe some of the rocks that they're walking, but the rest of it is just one giant green screen. But this doesn't have even that. Doesn't even have that. No. So, is it just a computer generated film like Toy Story?
It should be counted as that.
But the problem I have with this is what got me mad, because I liked Maleficent, but a lot of fans didn't. Because they did something different. I'm afraid this is going to be just like the cartoon.
Oh yeah, this looks
frame for frame. I'm like, do I really want that?
Like what they did with Beauty and the Beast, where they just added like background to the Enchantress and then a little bit of background to Belle's mom, but it was basically the same exact movie. I'm thinking that's what they're going to do here, but it'd be cool to see Scar's backstory, because that's not his name.
No.
Like in the actual story, he like gave himself that name because he got, I guess there was a fight or a battle, so just call me Scar. But think about, why would your parents name you that?
Scar.
It was just something he gave to himself because that scar on his face.
Yeah, and also maybe show like how his mindset maybe when his... Because he's the second son or the first son. He's actually the first, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know how it went. Yeah, he should be older, but it's just Mufasa was just...
Yeah, because Mufasa says, because when he was supposed to die, he was supposed to become king.
I was next in line.
So he was next in line.
Until the little kid was born, so he was 2.
So he was 2.
See, that's why I think it gets me worried it's going to be the same exact thing, because that's what they did after Maleficent with a lot of the Disney movies, like you were saying.
Cinderella.
And this trailer's frame for frame, so that makes me lead to believe that's how this movie's going to be like. I don't like that. I just don't. I want a new story.
I put Lion King as my #1 Disney film of all time, animated film, and it just doesn't. It just feels so unnecessary. Because just go watch that. It's not like it. I can understand if it was like from the 20s or 30s, even though I love that type of stuff, like old films and cartoons. I can see how that wouldn't appeal to someone. It still looks good today.
You know what? I don't mind.
I mean, that's what you can say about Dumbo. That's why it makes sense to do a live-action Dumbo, because it's been that long.
And also, I don't mind them doing a remake of Lion King. I think it'd just be like an interesting upgrade, like graphically. But as stories goes, it's basically probably the same story. He's going to run away. He's going to come back.
Yeah, and you brought up Dumbo, but they're totally changing the story.
Yeah,
and it's old too.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
But so if you are them and you wanted to change it up, how would you change it up though?
I don't. The stories. The only thing, like I said, maybe give us some more with Mufasa and Scar growing up together, maybe. But that's a different movie. Yeah. That's not shouldn't be a part of the Lion King.
That should almost be a prequel.
Yeah.
To the movie.
Well, you don't want one with that Warthog?
Dude, but they did do those with the Lion King.
The cartoons.
The Lion King 1.5.
And then Lion King 2.
Yeah.
Simba's Pride.
Yeah, which has been retconned by the Lion Guard, which is kind of dumb that they did that. But I don't know. I think it visually looks good, but I'll probably end up seeing it.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I'll probably end up seeing it anyways.
Jokes are going to be updated, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course. More.
It's funny for me because I personally have never seen Lion King, so maybe it'll be a new experience for me because I've never seen it. Like to watch it, I guess, in live action now. Or should I live action with quotation marks, right?
That's so funny. We say live action, but
what are we supposed to say? Another cartoon? I mean, what do you say?
The computer generated live
action. The CGI one compared to the original cartoon one.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel so weird about this. I mean,
do you feel like they're going to keep the old songs in there?
Yeah, all the same songs.
Can't Wait to Be King.
The big dance. See, here's the thing about the Can't Wait to Be King. That was very cartoony and fantastic. Like all the animals are standing on top of each other.
And bright colors. And
how would that look in Like, are they going to bring in all that pastel color scheme and everything?
And if you don't have the songs, where are you going to fill in for the time? Because that kind of helped
move the storyline.
I don't know if I'm quite sure about this, but I remember Elton John when they did "Again You Feel the Night," that song, and they were sung by Nathan Lane, and he got mad. Said, I could do a way better job. Let me do it. It was going to be like a comedy song.
Well, see, that was one thing. It would be played up for a gag. Like, no, this needs to be like an actual serious moment.
Yeah.
They bookend it. It starts with Timon and Pumbaa singing in the beginning, then it transitions into the actual song, and then at the end they sing the last verse.
So it's like a nice sandwich.
Yeah, that was a compromise.
Yeah,
but like, do you have it comes back? The hyenas. How much do you? It just feels. I need to see what everything else looks like.
And also, since it is, you can do kind of a different story. Do you make Scar more ruthless? Do you make him like killing the lionesses instead of just how he's just kind of being...
He was a manipulator. That was his thing. He wasn't physically strong, but he was a manipulator.
So stuff like that.
What his song? Remember when there's all the Be Prepared where all the rocks are jutting up and there's all the screen? Do you do that in a hyper realistic way? I don't think it will look good. It'll look too dangerous.
By the way, who's voicing Scar?
I don't remember.
And that's another thing too, because Scar's voice has to be
all they got back was James Earl Jones is Mufasa.
Yeah,
I mean, no one else could be Mufasa.
No one could be else, but Scar has
maybe David Keith could be Mufasa. But James Earl Jones.
Jordan.
No, he's too young.
I know.
Yeah, Scar's got to have a good presence in the movie.
Well, Jeremy Irons can still do it,
but I don't know if it. I didn't look at the. I know they switched. The only one I actually really remember is the only one returning with James Earl Jones.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. Maybe they might have some more stuff with Timon and Pumbaa.
The Hakuna Matata song and everything.
Yeah. Maybe have more of him growing up with them.
Yeah, see, it might be a little bit longer because I don't remember how long the original film is. But they add like an extra 30 and 40 minutes to it. But again, do you feel like you're just... Once you already have a beautiful car, does it need a big old spoiler and fancy rims and all the funny things? No, just let it be its own thing.
Well, we'll just have to see, I guess.
Yeah,
when we see more trailers, because this is a teaser.
Again, like some things, a teaser or a first thing wins me over. This hasn't won me over. I need to hear the character speaking. Like speaking of them speaking, the mouth movements. It's gonna look weird seeing such a hyper realistic looking animal talking. I guess they did it pretty well in Jungle Book.
They did a really good job in Jungle Book.
And Jungle Book, you can at least say it was actually like the native
Mowgli was
real.
Mowgli was real.
Some people are getting really hung up on that. The bottom line is you're an idiot if you think it's live action. Sorry, because it isn't. Because nothing about it's live action. Not a single moment of it is real.
I prefer it to be CGI, so it could probably win Best Animated.
Yeah, that's so funny. It should be up for Best Animated Feature because technically it's computer animated.
Exactly, because I know if it was nominated for Best Picture, it's going to lose. It will literally get shot down.
I don't care about the Academy Awards anymore.
I know, but... For your movie, you always want to win.
But again, we have Disney's coming out with a ton of stuff. The Mary Poppins and then this. See, but at least that's a continuation.
Yeah, it's not a remake.
There's certain movies. I think Lion King might be one of those movies that can't be, that can't be remade. Even if it's being remade by the same exact people, I just don't think it's just so unnecessary.
Yeah, it's probably going to be that solid A, and the movie's always going to be like an A+.
Yeah, just like how I felt about the Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but if I had a choice between watching the two versions, I'm watching the cartoon every time.
Yeah.
It's not even a question.
It's not like as much as my favorite anime would be Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent, but at least I could say Maleficent is at least comparable.
It's a totally different movie,
but it's comparable. It's a nice centerpiece to that. There's no compliment here. It's just the same thing.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Just a nicer looking same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.